Alright, so a lot of y'all have seen me make our traditional swarm trap out of actually a trash can with a plywood front. And while that does work really well actually, and I heard a lot of stuff about it the first year, till I caught more swarms than just about anybody I know that first year, and my son caught 4 using the same method. So then all of a sudden the chatter about my trash can traps up in the trees here and there kind of quieted down some. But anyway, that being said, you can literally make a swarm trap out of just about anything. I mean, if you think about it, think of all the odd places that you've actually seen bees have to be removed from over the years. You know, they'll cut them out of walls, they'll cut them out of the sides of RVs, churches, I mean, burnt out buildings. They love burnt buildings, it seems like, or lightning struck trees. And so, I mean, bees will live a lot of assorted places. That being said, you can make swarm traps out of something like this. Let me go ahead and switch this around here. Now all this is just a produce box from a local grocery store. They get stuff shipped in from who knows where, and it comes in these nifty little crates, and they throw them on out. So you start with anything, something along those lines, and make it into something like this. All you have to do is just take a few strips of wood here and there, cover up over the slats, put a bottom on it, or cover those slats, leave yourself an opening or drill a hole. I've got what they call a landing board on here for folks at home that are new to the bee thing, and this just basically is what it sounds like. Bees come in and land on it, and gives them a little easier way to get in there than having to just, you know, stick the landing all on that same little screw coming and going. Speaking of which, the screw, that is so you don't wind up with a mouse trap or a bird trap instead of a swarm trap. And really, I think I'm going to start trying to call them bait hives, because you're not really trapping any bees. They can come and go as they please. You're baiting them in, and if they like it, they'll stay. So I'm going to be holding the lid on with some of this baling wire right here. Any kind of wire or do, or whatever you want to hold it on with. I'm just going to be twisting it around these screws right here, front and back. That'll be enough to hold it on there. Now on the inside, we've just got a few frames, and for this you can use old nasty frames that, you know, probably needed thrown out anyway, because that way if someone steals your box, or it, you know, falls out of the tree, or gets broken, or, you know, just sits out there and rots, you're not really out anything. So I've got one new frame in here, one old crusty one that needs thrown out, one with some real dry looking, or no, this one's the one with the dry looking wax. This one's a brand new one, and this is like a real old brood frame, which, for those of y'all that don't know what a brood frame is, it's just basically where the babies were at, the baby bees, the larvae, and they were in there. And so these boxes, it doesn't fit all the way down in there and being able to have a lid on. So I just raised up the edge a little bit by nailing some of this wood around the sides, which then made the original top edge of the box into the frame rest. So that will work pretty well, I'm hoping. Oh, also I scorched the inside of it with a little torch I have. See the little burnt marks here and there? You know, it's like burnt in there. I don't know if you can see it. And I burnt around the front a little bit here. Like I said, bees seem to love burnt out buildings and stuff. And so I usually have pretty good luck burning them a little bit. But now, even to take that a step further, you've heard me talking about catching bees in trash cans. You've heard me talking about catching bees in fruit crates. You don't have to have some, you know, you don't have to be Bob Vila. You don't have to have some brand new lumber. And you don't even have to be at all, like, careful or try about what you're building. Case in point, I built this. Just to show y'all how horrible of an actual bait hive you can make and still catch bees. Now this fine specimen here has a random little rear entrance here, a couple of pieces of casing that were kicking around that are too short to really do anything with, that I blocked this side with, 3 completely not measured boards just slapped on the back. Gonna have some screws to hold the wire on like the other one, a couple pieces of non-measuring, non-cutting board slapped on here, and a little bottom board with a couple of entrances that I drilled in there and scorched. And I'm going to add a couple of screws there. And this one's the same deal. Got a couple of frames in there that I don't care about. Scorched it on the inside, and I will rub it down, both of them, with some of our bait that we make. Trying something new this year, and tried it at the end of last year and had some good luck with it, so we're going to go right to that this year. But yeah, we're going to rub some of our bait on the inside of it and see if we can catch some free bees. This one's going to get the Bee Homeowners Association called on it, no doubt. It's horrible. But I was just basically wanting to show you guys that literally with scraps on top of scraps, with 0 effort and 0 skill, you can still make something that bees will probably want to go move into. So there's certain requirements they do like, but the rest of it doesn't matter to them. So get out there, catch yourself some bees. Carolina Bee Ranch. Talk to you later.